And how we doing, Dodgers Nation? Doug McCain here. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. For all things Dodger baseball, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. And if you want to see us post even more Dodger videos all postseason long, be sure to smash that like button. And as always, I want your takes down below in the comment section. Describe your reaction when Chris Taylor hit the walk-off yesterday. And do you think he's a must re-sign for the Dodgers this offseason? I want all your takes down below in the comment section. And for all the latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. It was an instant classic last night at the Ravine. Chris Taylor, his walk-off shot sends the Dodgers to the NLDS to take on the San Francisco Giants. For the first time in franchise history, those two rivals will meet. It's going to be epic, but last night was a night to remember. It was the first walk-off home run in elimination game since Edwin Encarnación did it for the Blue Jays in 2016. It was the fourth postseason walk-off home run in Dodgers history. You had Kirk Gibson against the A's in Game 1 of the 1988 World Series. You had Justin Turner in Game 2 of the 2017 NLCS. You had Max Muncy in Game 3 of the 2018 World Series. And then last night, Chris Taylor in the wild card game. And there's just so much to get into, from the home run itself to the celebration after. So let's break it down. NL wild card game, Dodgers Cardinals, scores tied at 1, 2 outs, a 2-1 count to Chris Taylor, who was 8 for his last 72, hitting 111 heading into this AB. Cody Bellinger's in scoring position after drawing a 2-out walk and stealing second. Reyes in the stretch. Here's the pitch, and boom! Chris Taylor walks it off for the Dodgers. Clutch Taylor wins it for LA. And Chris Taylor cemented his legacy on this cement mixer by Reyes. You see it just hanging there, begging to be crushed. And Chris Taylor, he just lifts it out. He's hanging. CT3's banging. And it goes for a Dodgers walk-off. Just look at the intensity in his face after he hit it. He knew he crushed it. And Reyes knew it was gone too. Right after he hits, he looks at it for a second and just starts walking off the mound towards that Cardinals dugout. He knew the game was over. CT3 has his fist up, then a number 1. You see McCullough in the background just celebrating. And then he claps his hands CT3 times. Clap, clap, clap. And he was sprinting around those bases. He was hauling to get to home to celebrate with his teammates. His teammates are waiting to celebrate. The Dodger Stadium crowd is going crazy. The Ravine is rocking. And you know you have to lose the helmet before you make it to home plate. And look how well executed. 2 hands, throws it straight up. Perfectly executed. Bellinger, he slams his helmet to the ground. And then the boys start showering him. JT with the water right there. They got the big huddle going on. They're all hitting the top of his head. Let's go! Just bouncing around. They're just bouncing. It's going down at Dodger Stadium. Mike Schill pats Reyes on the back. Looks like he looks up at the celebration for a quick second. But it's getting rowdy at home plate. They're trying to rip off Chris Taylor's jersey. Look at these guys. Look at Pujols in the mix. Everyone's grabbing him. Bellinger ends up with the jersey. And then he gets a big hug from Steven Souza Jr. Look, this is an Albert Pujols level hug right here. Maybe this was his Pujols impression. Gets a hug from Buehler. Does the bro hug with Austin Barnes. Here comes Bellinger jumping on his back. And then Austin Barnes looks mad for a second, because he always does. And then you got the sad Cardinals dugout. What a year they had. What a remarkable run they went on. Trey Turner's clapping. Belly is just beating up Chris Taylor at this point. Then he gets a 5 from Seager. A hug. F yeah, baby. Then he gets a hug from Kershaw. A couple pounds on the back. Got to get a hug from Gavin Lux. Max Muncy can only do it with one arm. Then Will Smith's like, hey, it's my turn. Oh, leaves him hanging. Plays it off by swiping his nose. He says, F. But he plays it off smooth by Big Willie style. He hugs Bob Guerin. Now it's Will Smith's turn. He says effing something. Then this Cardinals fan, she's crying. Her Dodger friend showing her some support, patting her on the back, gives her a nice little hug. Then he gets a hug from Matt Beatty, a hug from Blake Trinan, a hug from Brusdar Graterol. And then Max Scherzer, he runs over and he gives a high 10 to Juan Soto, his former teammate. Then a high 10 to the Nationals hitting coach. He points at him. You see Scott Boras, he's smiling, blows them a kiss. Here's the dugout reaction. Dave Roberts gets right out of that dugout. He's jumping up and down like a little kid. High five to Bob Guerin. Belly's got his arms up, looks out to the pavilion to make sure it's gone. Adam Wainwright just can't believe their season's over. Puts his head down, spits. He just looks dejected. Dave Roberts holds Chris Taylor's arms up, pats him on the chest a few times. They pat each other, pats it a couple times more. And Chris Taylor has never done anything wrong in his entire life. What a game. What a moment. There's nothing like October baseball. And it was a party last night at the Ravine. The boys were popping bottles, popping champagne for the first time since 2019 when they clinched the division, because you didn't have that celebration last year. And I think I know who had the best time. I think it was Mr. Max Scherzer, who sounded like he was a little wasted in his post-game interview with TBS.
Yeah, K-Long told me a couple days ago, you got to get rid of this echo. Can't talk. I'm drunk. Whatever.
So Scherzer was getting wasted. You love to see. He's like, hey, man, you guys got to do something about this echo. I'm kind of drunk, man. I love me some Max Scherzer. I'm not worried about him in the future rounds. I think he'll get it right after having his shortest postseason outing last night since 2011. He goes 4 1/3 innings. He was grinding out there. He was battling. Just didn't have his best stuff. Didn't have the command of that slider. But I'm confident that he'll get it right. And then how about Scherzer's former teammate, Juan Soto, who was at the game rocking a Trey Turner Washington Nationals jersey, sitting in the dugout seats. Hey, get you a friend that supports you like Juan Soto supports Trey Turner. And then how about Walker Buehler? Walker effing Buehler. There was a clip of him using his teeth to open up a beer bottle. Everyone was talking about it. And then he tweeted out, I open twist-offs with my teeth because I choose to. It's fun and it makes me feel cool. If you think it's weird because you want to use a bottle opener, then you haven't drank enough beers in your life. So, hey, you heard that. Throw away your bottle openers. We're using teeth from now on, and that's because of Walker Butane Buehler, who goes tomorrow for the Dodgers against the Giants in Game 1 of the NLDS. So what a game. Yeah, Dave Roberts pressing all the right buttons, having the balls to come out and take out Scherzer when he did, to take out Trinan, to have Chris Taylor in there in left field, to have that at-bat there in the bottom of the ninth. He was fantastic. And then how about Cody Bellinger? He reached base 3 times last night. He had a single and 2 walks, and that walk there in the bottom of the ninth with 2 outs to reach base and steal second, he was massive. And it was just a great night at the Ravine. We broke down the entire game on the Dodgers Nation post-game show if you want to check that out. But last night belonged to Chris Taylor. That bomb, 110.7 miles per hour off the bat, 420 feet. It was all about Clutch Taylor last night. And like he said, this is just the start for the Dodgers.
Hey, this is just the start. This is the start.
But let me know down below in the comment section. Describe your reaction from last night. And is Chris Taylor a must sign? I want your takes down below in the comment section. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. That's at DMac_LA. For all things Dodger baseball, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. And if you want to see us post even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. For all latest Dodgers Nation merch, head over to gearup.la. For latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. Download the new Dodgers Nation app for my Android and iPhone users. Getting lots of great feedback on it. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.